Alright, okay, I'm back. Back to do some racing. I think I'm going to do one daily C. And just a little bit of time trial in between now. Because I'm kind of on a bit of a time schedule here, so this might be like a 50-minute stream. So, yeah, I thought I might get more time, but I decided against racing this morning. I just had to go to the dentist and it was actually bothering me because I felt like I wasn't going to get enough time to stream, so I decided to do it. Good thing is we're going to have a lot longer tomorrow, so tomorrow is going to be Saturday, so we can do a lot more on Saturday, spend a lot more time on it. Weekdays is always a bit of a tight one when it comes to doing anything with time. That will be fun, so we might as well start practicing now before the race, because we'll do the race at 5 and then we'll see how we get on with that. Might be a bit more entertaining since it is we're not in the morning anymore, so we normally do races in the morning and they're always a bit easier than what it would be in the afternoon, so hopefully that'll make it more fun. Let's see who's in the chat. So we have Flash Dagger, Richie, Ian, we got Gray again, we got GT. So yeah, really nice to have all these people in here. Let's read actually some chats now. So I think the last few Mondays I've been off. I don't know if this question was directed towards me, but I won't be off next Monday. I've used all the Mondays off that I've booked off, so Monday coming is going to be just a normal Monday, so I'll be trying to start for like 7, we'll see. We'll probably finish around 9. Indian Stig, welcome to the chat. We've got a nice bunch of people in here, so I'm going to start practicing and we'll get ready for the race. Only going to be one race, but I said it's better than just skipping altogether, because that's always easier to skip, but I don't really like skipping. Just get all the brake balance and stuff on. Definitely feel like we're driving better already. The last few mornings it had taken a bit longer to get up to speed, seem to have retained a bit more. I was saying last time anyways, it is a very basic enough track. It just, this car makes it quite difficult. So there's not really much to learn. Once you kind of get down to and figuring out what you need to do, then it's not too difficult. It's easier to be consistent at it if you can just do more. Just do a few laps with how it goes and see what we can do. It's a bit too narrow, but we'll figure it out. So we need to ideally aim for about a 0.0 after that sector 2. It's a better line. Just check our sectors. A little bit wide. That one is a bit too narrow. That's a bit better. Still going a bit too deep there, but still improving. Yeah, that narrow line is always much better. Alright. We'll just exit and go out into the actual race. So I'm thinking that would have been about, probably in the zeros, I think, for the end of sector 2. So that's not terrible if I would have hooked it up. I need ideally like a 0.9 or a 0.8 because that seems to be where the pros were at. I think Damien was on a 0.8, I think, for at the end of his sector 2. Yeah, we actually got up to 111 subs. I think, was it on Wednesday or Thursday? I think it was yesterday anyways. We had a really good stream and we got some help from other YouTubers. We went from about like 90 to 111 subs, which is really good. I didn't expect that because normally like you might even gain like 2 subs a stream. You might even get 1. So to get like about 20 is always really good. It's really impressive, especially since we're such a small channel. Eamon Breen, get your chopper out, lad. So Eamon is from work, Okay, and this is what a lot of people in work like to say. So it's kind of funny because I don't mind it. It's just work colleagues being funny. Not this stream, maybe in a different type of stream, but not this one. You can only get 12 without a ghost. Find sector 1 so tough to find my line. Yeah, that is true. It is one of those tracks as well. Like it's hard to understand, or how it's hard to keep focused on being quick without a ghost, because the ghost gives you so much visual input. When you don't have the ghost, it's kind of difficult to find what you should be doing because you don't really know when to accelerate. Because normally you have a ghost that you can kind of tell about when you should be accelerating. But when you're on your own, you're only really just have your own visual inputs, which would be just the track to understand when to accelerate. It just takes a bit of time, but you will get used to it. It's one of those things. If you do more races, even just races make it a bit easier. I think just doing a few races the other few days has made it definitely a bit easier for me anyways. Yeah, Richie, definitely a few interesting comments. That is normal. That is kind of some of the stuff that happens at work. Just be talking absolute shenanigans, but I don't mind it anyways. I think it's funny. Hey Majdi, how are you doing? Or is it Mandy? I don't know. Clark, well, what's happening? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I went onto Kentish's channel yesterday and I thanked him because it is always nice if you have people in the community that share other channels or help other channels, because you know it is just nice, because sometimes you might be streaming and you mightn't have a lot of people to talk to, or even think like, why are you even streaming when there's no one around? And when you get some support or have people in the channel, it makes you feel better about yourself, and I like people who go out and do that. I have to do that or return the favour as well, so if I see any small channels I'll have to go out and support them as well. So yeah, I made a post about it yesterday as well. I just put them in the description of it, just so I'd let people know. You're struggling to get a 0.6 in the M6. Yeah, the M6 is difficult. I haven't used the M6. Go back on the board. So, let's see, how many M6s do you have in the top 10? One, just two. The M6, I guess, is less good in the corners. It's just going to be good in the straights, and that's where you're going to make all your time up. So if you can just manage to, if you just don't like the Subaru, it is definitely a good option. But it is going to be difficult because there's not a lot of comparisons as well. So the M6, if you're just really good in the M6, I'd say go for it, because it's definitely not slower. I think it's just as good. What do I do for work? So I work in a job that basically helps in the training process of air traffic controllers. That's kind of how I'll explain it. It's a bit more complicated than that, but that's what I'll say it is, because some people will just get lost in it. It's a bit difficult to understand, but that's basically what I do. Okay, so it is Majdi. Okay, that's good to know. I assume now that was just an autocorrect. I just have to think about that for a minute. But anyways, yeah, welcome into the chat. It's always nice to have newer faces that are here or have been here more recently. Eamon, you actually missed it. I actually did it like within the first 2 minutes of the stream. You should go back and check it out, but I think I might have deleted it by now, I don't know. But anyways. You can go look for it, but I don't know if you find it, man. Alright, we'll go back to doing some time trial here. As I've read some of the chat, I think most of it anyways. I don't know what strategy I'm going to do, because last time I did both. I only have time to do one then, because I'm only going to do one race. I'd say tomorrow we might have more like 4 races. We might be able to get 2 hours plus of races maybe. I could do what I did last week and just sweat out the time trial, but I got second last week. I think I could have got first, but I just didn't give myself enough time. I just think there's not a lot of point either, because I would be focusing more on using the McLaren when I can, so I can practice for the tour. That was not good. That's really easy to do as well, because it does get really narrow at the bottom there. Yeah, I'm not doing any of the right things I should be doing here. Using the wrong gears. That was better. Nice. You can see how much time I had wasted. Like, I'm 5/10 up. Whoa. I should have checked out that sector 1. But anyways. Okay, this might be fun. You were the P4 on my leaderboard? Okay, I didn't even see that. I should probably pay more attention. Okay, we have Nick in the chat. Hey Nick, how are you doing? I like the McLaren, but a lot of people don't like it because it's too, let's say it's too stiff or it doesn't really turn very well. Some people like a slidey car. Yeah, Robbie, you missed it. Eamon already was asking about it, but you've already missed it, man. Alright. Let's try do something good here. That was nice. I could have afforded to get on the power a bit earlier there. Look at this gap we've created already. So he's gone a little bit wide, so now we won't be vulnerable on the straight. Oh, that's too narrow. Better exit. Nice, that was good. Maybe not the best exit, but it's okay. Oh, we nearly messed up. That could have been expensive. Really hard to get away from anyone on this with the stiff street at the moment. Seem to be keeping our tyres well anyways. Oh. He's gone a little bit wide. Oh. Let's see how the slipstream works in my favour. Oh, too much. Oh my god! Dirty tires. I've never had that happen before. I guess I've never had dirty tires there either, so that makes sense. This isn't good. We're going to be losing too much tire wear on this straight. Oh. We're just going to have to pit because we're going to be losing too much time. Oh my god, I haven't even changed tire. Okay, we've actually lost this. That was very interesting. How was Jack got a penalty? Close. All I'm going to be able to do is just drive good from here, because I don't think I can actually win anymore. So I don't know why I didn't change tires in the pits. I just didn't press the button. That was interesting. Oh no. Taking a terrible line. cutting that way too much. We have to catch this BMW in the corners. It's the only thing we're going to be able to do. Oh my god. Bro, why are you braking there, man? What are you doing? Like, stupid idiot, like. Hopefully we'll have some fun racing with Jack. Oh my god. Oh, Jack's left. Probably because he's done something. Someone's done something to him, I'd say. Tires still looking good. Oh no, internet. Oh, they're not quick enough. That's the problem, is you lose so much time just from that. That's too slow. Got on the power a bit early and had to correct. A little bit wide. Oh no! We might get a penalty for that actually. Okay, maybe not. I just thought, since we looked and we kind of went off the track. See if we can get one of these places back. It's too narrow. I'm gonna fight it all the way anyways. There's only like 3 corners left. She's too far ahead, I don't think we can do anything. Not even on this hamburger. I still can't believe I just didn't change. I just sat in the pits for like 10 seconds. I was looking at chat, man. It's just something new I'm gonna have to get used to doing. Rah! Okay. Let's check. I think we'll have to do one more, I think. That was not a good enough race to leave it at that. I have a little bit of time left. I'm gonna go back and look at that. Alright, let's go into the other lobby. Let's go into another one. Yeah, so it looked like I sat in the pits for about 10 seconds. It looked like I moved the joystick over, but I don't know why. I must have pressed circle instead of X. That might have been what happened. Because on the DD Extreme wheel, it just has the same buttons as a normal controller would. And I probably pressed the wrong button. I should have looked at the screen, but anyways. It's only a daily race anyways, it's not really going to change anything anyways. Oh, I need to change my tyres. Everyone in that lobby was pretty quick. I wasn't able to get away from the guy in second who started behind me. And then once he got past me, I just made that mistake, and then I made another mistake. See, I didn't expect to get so much dirty tires there that on the exit that I'd nearly like lose it. You make mistakes on a regular basis. Yeah, I think everyone makes them on a regular basis. As long as you don't do this in any of the actual important events, I think we'll be fine. I don't think I'll be looking at any chat or trying to look at any chat, so I think I might do better at that. I was looking down at my phone, and I just must have missed the button. Still pretty fun though. Sometimes it's not that fun at the front because sometimes there's no one with you, but sometimes there is. But it's nice to just try to pass people from the back. That's fun. How do you judge turn 2 to get it right? Let's go in and try turn 2. Yeah, all good, Nick. Just I don't know. This has actually never happened to me before, so it's a bit of a weird thing just seeing that happen. It's just one of those things though. This actually happens a lot off camera, anyways. You just like do a lot of silly things. Just because you just haven't done this race enough or haven't done enough today. First one is always going to be a bit weird. So turn 2, kind of keep it as wide as possible and try to come back a bit early, but just not over that white line, so just make sure you have a bit of space. And that one wasn't done very well, so I'll go back and do it again. But you kind of just have to keep it narrow and just keep it kind of close and just use the very smallest amount of trail braking while having your steering wheel very stiff. Because if you use too much of your steering wheel, I'll give you an example. I'll do one now with the stiff steering wheel. I'll do one with a lot of turning. I'll show you what I mean. So nice entrance here, nice and wide, come back down, turn in, a little bit of braking, keeping the steering wheel straight, and then as soon as you feel like the car is kind of coming back around the corner, then back on the power. That's pretty much it. 247 definitely could have done that better, but still not too bad for now, since there's no ghost. With the ghosts, you're always going to optimize it, but that's still okay. Just a little bit of a a twitch there at the end of their corner. Just had to re-straighten the car. But I'll show you what I mean. I'll drive like I would like with the McLaren, just a lot more forgiving with your steering angle. So you do a lot more of cranking in the steering wheel. So if I turn it too much, it just slows down a lot, and I'm getting way too much understeer. And if I do it again, turning, look how wide it's going. I'm not even turning. Like, it just went so wide, and I didn't even do much. Always trying to slow down, and the car wouldn't come back across. That's the one thing about the BRZ. If you turn too much, you just lose too much grip. So like, it's always understeering when I'm turning, and I'm not even using the max inputs. Like, it's just understeering a lot, and I'm only doing about this much. That gives me an idea. So for some corners, then we might be able to use the understeer to our advantage on the exits. So we might be able to trade grip. So maybe in 4th gear, we might be able to use it for, let's say, more powerful exits if we just purposely understeer. Let me try that. That will only be done in, let's say, the end or the start of sector 2. So nice and narrow with the steering wheel, turns really nice. Come across, trail brake a little bit. That one was a little bit wide for my liking. I just maybe broke a little bit later, maybe a bit too much of the brakes. Still too much power on the rear, so it doesn't really make much of a difference to oversteer the car there. So the main thing is this car just doesn't work for when you turn it too much. You just have to keep it narrow, which is why the tyre wear is so good in this car. I don't know what my sector one is. I actually haven't even been looking. Normally when I do my laps, I don't even look at the sector sheet really. Let me see. So my sector one was a 320, which is fine because I kind of went a bit wide. I'd say with the Ghost, I can get into the 0.1s. It's just all about trial and error. A lot of it is just practicing, getting the right line. Exit is really important as well, because if you get on play too safe, then you just lose all your time. So yeah. See, trail braking at the minimum, like around here where my brake inputs are, that's kind of about good. If you're doing like here, anywhere kind of here, it just won't work. It's just going to understeer. It's like the same as just doing this with the steering wheel. The brakes and the steering work together in this car. Like every car, but this car even more. Okay, this should be way more fun, because hopefully we're going to do well this time. First race is always bad, so let's just see what we can do here. So no Jack. Jack has left. Let's say hi, because I want to say hi. I did not like the BRZ. I used the Beetle in the end. Yeah, BRZ, I've never liked the BRZ either. Some tracks, like, it's even more difficult. Like, this is a nice track to learn how the BRZ works. In other tracks, especially before before I'd qualified for the tour, before I was anyway good, I just couldn't drive the BRZ. It was bothering me too much. I never understood it. Yeah, GT man, you didn't miss anything, only just me not winning the race, which is always expected. Especially when you have the dirt and you just make too many mistakes. Hopefully we can win this one. But with like all these tracks and times, well not times, but all these events recently, it's very much a slipstream type of event. As long as you don't go off, you'll be fine. Like, you can just stay in the slipstream. See, that wasn't too bad. I also gotta get used to just doing racing as well, because driving in a race is quite different to time trial, because the car is heavier, it just handles a bit differently. Coughing a lot recently. I actually muted my mic a minute or two ago, or maybe before the first race. I don't know, my throat was feeling a bit scratchy. I should be fine now though, because that just happens. You should know me a lot in school, man, because you'd be in the class when I was younger, man, you just can't cough and you feel like you're about to like die because you've got a choke or something, man. I don't know. That's one of the memories I remember from needing to cough or clear your throat. It's always funny. See, in these races there's just not a lot you can do, because there's no real places you can really gain too much of an advantage. Because everyone is just so good anyways, especially with the boost of the slipstream. Even though we are definitely doing a lot better this race, feeling a lot more comfortable, doing a lot better, and we're gaining a bit of time. That Swedish guy behind is good. I was impressed with him last race. Let's just try keep ahead this time. Okay, there's some nice exits. Ideally it'd be better to go narrow for timing wise, but maybe for tyres maybe not in the race. So you really want to be right on that curb, that's exactly where you want to be. Bit narrow, but still really got a nice exit there, so we can't complain too much. This is a really good lap. Bar that was very good. That was a bit poor. It's really hard to do these low times without the slipstream. That's a bit narrow. Not that time. Last race, Jack Balding had the best lap. It was a 0.9. If you can get in the slipstream, like, you have a really good chance of getting a fast lap. Oh, nice save. Really important to know the limits on this car, because if you don't, then you're not going to have fun, which I can see why a lot of people don't use this car, even in an event like this. Definitely a big thing would be audio cues. If you can turn up audio cues, or even just turn up your headset just to listen to every detail, you'll be able to understand, or the turbo spool, just to make sure how much power and how close to the limit you are. It's pulling a nice lap there. Definitely making it difficult for me. We need the strong opponents to prepare us for the tour, so no point racing against bad people. Not to say that any of the drivers I play are bad, but let's just say less good, I guess, for now. Damn, that was actually quite mean. I don't know why I said that. Okay, that was okay, a bit narrow. That was fine. As long as I keep the steering straight. Not too bad. Nice. Just a little less of brakes and it's turning a whole lot better. Just a little bit of dirty tyres there on the left side. So that's fine. Trying to think which lap. I think I'll go in the next lap. And for the purpose of this, I don't think we're going to change tyres this race. Or sorry, no, I mean we will. I think changing tyres is faster, so that's what we're going to go with, just to see if we can try and win this race. Better exit. Minimal brakes. And it just turns so nicely there. Exactly the type of line you want. Okay, we're really finding our groove now. Just mind the dirt there. Oh! Oh, nice save, nice save. I thought I was definitely gone there. That was a close one. Now we have a mission. Let's just try catch. We're going to go in this lap. Let's actually do... Yeah, okay, I feel like I pressed circle. That's what I feel like I did. So when I ran my finger across, it definitely didn't feel natural. Going to be a bit of cold tires here. Ooh. Definitely too much oversteer. Just a little bit more turning and we could have crashed. I don't think the gap was that big before. I think... Did he make a mistake? Let's see if we can reclaim this position. Maybe this lap because he will have cold tires. It was a little bit too cautious there. Yeah, he seems to be struggling a bit on those tires. He's defending. Doesn't need to be defending. I don't think there's much of a point going for an overtake here. Just going to push him. Oh, we got to run. We had to go for that. Definitely have to go for that. Great, we learned from yesterday not to commit ourselves too much to the inside. Being able to cover off that side. That's the exact scenario I was talking about was it yesterday? Where I made that nice switcheroo. If you just need to make sure you cover off that inside. And that's exactly what I did there. Really important that we got that. Yeah, definitely if you can keep in the slipstream you have any chance of winning. This guy still has a great chance of winning here. See what he does. Okay, he's gonna try. He's gonna play that. Definitely on the offensive side, him. Maybe not enough brakes there, went a bit wide. Rah. Struggling a little bit now on that sector. That's twice that we've kind of had that same moment. Trying to force a move there and it's just not quite working. He's trying to get us to go too narrow so we can get a kind of a cutback. Doesn't seem to be working for him at the moment. Just covering him off nicely. Ooh, tap. Nice, got a good line there. Might get a bit of space now. Just a little bit more space. Yeah, for me I'd say these races maybe aren't the funnest. Because it's a bit annoying when you're kind of always have to defend every corner. But I will say it is definitely more entertaining. Seems to be on the aggressive side. Good battling though. Another good corner there. Just really getting close to that curve, but never touching it really, or not touching it that much. Lightning with a brilliant time. Good defense from me, if I can say that. Making sure that door is always shut. Oh, that is maximum limits there. Had no more space to give or else we were going off. Maybe not the best line, but definitely the most space used. Gone a bit wide. Can we finish the job? Can we? Let's just see. We go for a move. I'm thinking for some of those corners, third still might be the fastest for the race. Oh. We went all the way off the track. I don't think that should be allowed. You can win while going off the track. As long as you can keep straight, you'll be fine. That was funny though. I enjoyed that. That was fun. If you can keep your car in a straight line, you'll be able to go flat out over the dirt. The dirt, like, if you even turn the steering a little bit, like, you will crash. So, that was fun. Brown flag. Yeah, always nice to win a race after making a mistake. Just trying to push always, so... Let's just say thanks, because that was a good race. Yeah. Always nice to have everyone in the chat supporting me. Maybe not looking at the chat as much as I should or people would like, but... Until I find a better way to look at the chat, then it's probably going to be mostly looking at chat after races. Yeah, Nick, on the chat anyways, or the mic, I got my new gloves and boots, so I always used to wear socks, just drive with my socks without any shoes, and then I got gloves as well at the same time. So I kind of needed to start using the mic anyways, because I can't really use or interact with my phone. That's what I'm using at the moment. So you can't really interact because the gloves have padding, so it's really hard to press anything on your phone, so there's no point really doing that. So if I can just leave my phone open for now and just use the mic to react to it, because typing wouldn't really work with gloves. But yeah, I guess that's how I talk anyways. I would be trying to be descriptive in my thoughts and what I'm doing in the races. I'd say streaming wise, it'll be great to have another, let's say, another Manufacturers Cup, an Exhibition Cup come up, because that'd be really good. Because that might be better for explanations and just talking while racing. Although I'd say talking while racing probably isn't the best way to race. Probably not the fastest or the most consistent, but it is fun to use the mic. And I guess there is a lot of people out there who do want to know why you're doing things and how you're doing it, but yeah, it is nice to show people how I do what I do anyways. You don't do well in quali, but you do better in the actual race. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think I'm a better race driver than quali. I always felt like you have like the best in the world. They're really good. I feel like it just seems like they can do the best laps in about half the amount of time that I can do it. I just feel like qualifying is a lot about, or time trial is a lot about being consistent at the highest level. And races, in terms of pace, you would dial it down a little bit just to favour consistency. So I have to keep like near max pace, but definitely that is, if you're maybe not as consistent like me, I don't think I'm that consistent. When I do a lot of racing and a lot of qualifying time trial, I do get quite consistent, but I think I'm better, and a lot of people are just better at being consistent. So if you can just get right into races, the consistency kind of equals out a bit, especially at a high speed. You try to drive so quick, a lot of people, including myself, just make too many mistakes in time trial. But there's also other reasons as well. But I'm going to end it there because I am a little bit busy. I'm going to meet my friends soon, so thanks everyone for coming in. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow will be an early stream and we'll do a few hours. And I will see you guys there. Thanks everyone for coming in. Enjoy your weekend, everyone.